Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest questions that has puzzled humanity for centuries. What happens after we die? Many of us grew up hearing stories of heaven and hell, judgment days, and eternal rewards or punishments. But in non-duality and true spirituality, we find a different perspective. So, let's strip away the myths and look at death through the lens of energy, reincarnation, and the eternal soul. We've all heard it. If you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. These concepts have been used for thousands of years to control people with fear. But in spirituality, we understand that heaven and hell are not places. Rather, they are states of mind. When we talk about what happens after death, it's important to realize that there is no external place of judgment. The universe doesn't punish or reward you based on your actions. These stories were created by society to control and influence behavior, but they are not the spiritual truth. So, what really happens after we die? When we die, we return to what we truly are: energy, consciousness, and pure awareness. The body may perish, but the essence of who we are, the soul, transforms back into the energy of the universe, often referred to as the source. The source is the infinite, boundless energy that creates everything in existence. It's where we came from, and it's where we go back to. This isn't some abstract place far away. The source is everywhere. It's in us, around us, and through us. Now, you might be wondering, what happens after we return to this source energy? In spirituality and non-duality, we understand that life is a cycle. After returning to the source, the soul doesn't just sit in some eternal resting place. Instead, the soul reincarnates. It comes back again and again to experience life in different forms, bodies, and situations. Every life is an opportunity for growth, learning, and expanding consciousness. Reincarnation is not about punishment or reward. It's about experience. The soul chooses to reincarnate in various forms to explore the vastness of existence. This could be a life as a rich person, a poor person, a teacher, or even a criminal. It's not about morality. It's about experience and evolution. So why have we been told these myths about heaven and hell and judgment after death? It's simple: fear. Society has long used fear to control the masses. The idea of eternal damnation is a powerful tool to make people behave in certain ways. But the truth is, the universe does not judge. There's no cosmic system weighing your good deeds against your bad ones. The concept of a punishing God or eternal fire doesn't serve the soul's purpose. The universe, the source, is about love, growth, and infinite possibilities. There's no place for judgment in that. In non-duality, we talk a lot about the idea that there is no true separation. What this means is that life and death are not opposites. They're part of the same flow. Just as day turns into night and the seasons change, death is simply another phase of life. We are not the body. We are not the mind. We are the awareness behind it all, the consciousness that experiences life through these temporary forms. When the body dies, the consciousness doesn't. It simply transitions. It expands back into the universe, into the source, and then chooses a new form to experience life again. So, what does all of this mean for your life now? It means that there's no need to fear death. You are not your body or your mind. You are the eternal energy that flows through all of life. And when your time comes, you will simply return to that energy, ready for the next adventure. It also means that the choices you make in this life don't lead to punishment or reward. They lead to experience. You have the power to shape your own journey, to learn, grow, and expand your consciousness with each lifetime. One of the most freeing realizations in spirituality is letting go of the fear of death. When you know that death is not an end, but a return to the source, it brings a sense of peace. There is no eternal punishment waiting for you, only the infinite love and energy of the universe. Death is simply a transformation. It's like a wave returning to the ocean. The wave doesn't disappear. It merges back into the vastness of the sea, ready to rise again. Life, death, and reincarnation are all part of a greater cosmic dance. The soul seeks to experience, grow, and evolve, and it does this through many lifetimes. Every time you incarnate, you bring with you the wisdom and lessons of your previous lives, whether you remember them or not. So, forget about the myths of eternal judgment. Understand that you are part of a much larger, infinite journey. Death is simply a transition, a moment in time before you come back again. To wrap things up, let's remember, death is not something to be feared. It's not the end. When we die, we return to the source, the energy part of the universe, where we will rest and then reincarnate once again. Heaven and hell are myths that no longer serve us. What's important is to live your life fully now, without fear of judgment or punishment. You are eternal, and your soul is on a journey of infinite growth and experience.